Okay, this is heat one of event 3, the men's 1,000-yard freestyle. That's 40 lengths. Swimming in lane 1 from Sierra Nevada Masters is Patrick Klass. In lane 2, Henry McCready from Longhorn. In lane 3, Alan Kasoy from Movi Masters. In lane 4, Frank Williams, San Diego Swim Masters. In lane 5 from the Olympic Club, Leland Faust. In 6, Vince Romano, Club Tribe. Bruce Warner is from Illinois Masters and he's in 7. In lane 8, William Burson, Rocky Mountain. In 9, Ira Panzer from UC 43. And in lane 10, Ron Weaver, Sierra Nevada Masters.
Taking a look over at Heat 2 on the even side in lane 4, Ken Pepkin from Lone Star Masters. In lane 5, Wayne Hardwick from Sierra Nevada. In lane 6, Edward Devenish from New Albany Aquatics. And in lane 7, Francisco Lopez from Wisconsin. When these C-17s fly over top of us, and every time I hear one, all I think of is this.
Hey, Cody, have you heard of the Huntsman Wood Senior Games?
I have not. It sounds like a hunting trip.
Well, I've just been informed that this is the largest international multi-sport competition for athletes 50 years and older. And this is international, so it's all over the world. And there are about 12,000 athletes that come to St. George, Utah. I haven't been to Utah in a long time, but I bet it's beautiful there. And this happens in October. And you can compete in over 35 different sports. We need you to go see Michael out in the Partner Village. He's sitting at a table there, and he's got some information for you. You can sign up for a free registration raffle, and you can join the games this coming October. So go out there and see him. It's the Huntsman World Senior Games. We have found a cell phone in the men's locker room. If you are missing your device, come on over to the announcer stand. Don't say it. Don't go
One of the great things about one working with Scott, two working here with the staff at San Antonio Sports and the Northside Aquatics Swim Center is the amazing bonds that we have. And we also take safety as our number one priority. So if you guys see something that looks a little unsafe, bring it up to one of the staff members. Also, if you notice anything laying around, like cell phones, and you say, hey, I think somebody lost that, you can bring it to the announcer's table. We'll see if we can find its rightful owner, like we're currently doing with an iPhone. So if you're missing your iPhone, come on down to the announcer's table. If you can identify and unlock the phone, we'll give it on back to you. Attention athletes, if we are starting a race and you see a lane that doesn't have a counter, be a good teammate, be a good member of the sport, help that guy out. We're hearing that lane 1 here in the next odd heat may not have a counter. So if you guys could help us athlete out, it would be greatly appreciated.
Coach, as a reminder, pick up your relay cards at the registration table just inside the complex gates. Relay cards for today's relays are ready for you to pick up. This is Heat 3 in the odd pool. We have Gordon Russell from Pegasus Aquatics in lane 1. Pete Rains from Chicago Swedish is in lane 2. Stephen Wright from Michigan Masters in 3. Daniel Dudley, New Albany Aquatics in 4. From Wisconsin Masters in lane 5 is Jerry Lurigan. In 6, from the Olympic Club, is Edward Rudolph. In 7, Richard Tompkins from Maryland Masters. 8, we have Stephen Limberg from Longhorn. In 9, Chuck Burr, Team Ridgely. And in lane 10, Jim Lowry from Sierra Nevada Masters. This is Heat 3 of the men's 1,000. That's 40 lengths of the pool.
Taking a look over on the even side, coming in first place with a time of 22:25:03. Representing the Sierra Nevada Masters Club, Wayne Hardwick. We're also in need of some timers over here on the odd end. If we get some timers for the odd end, it would be greatly appreciated. Lanes 8 and 9. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in need of a relief timer in lane 5 on the odd end. Once again, we're in need of a relief timer for lane 5 on the odd end. Also, if you are missing your cell phone, stop on by the announcer's table. It may have been turned in. Once again, if you're missing your cell phone, be sure to stop on by the announcer's table. Taking a dive in is heat number 4 over on the even end. Swimming in lane 1, Steve Lintz from Sierra Nevada. Lane 2, Nim Meisher from Masters of South Texas. Lane 3, Gard Arnson from Michigan. Lane 4, Larry Wood from Longhorn Aquatics. Lane 5, Chuck Olson from Michigan Masters. Lane 6, Felipe Mayer from Swim Fort Lauderdale. Lane 7, Michael Miller from Illinois Masters. In lane 8, Ryan Shee swimming unattached. In lane 9, John Keene from Dad's Swim Club. And in lane 10, Adrian Lim swimming unattached. Coaches, just a reminder, your relay cards are available for pickup. There's still 15 teams that need to grab their relay cards. You can stop into the admin room and grab your relay cards. All right, coaches, here we go. So Swim Fort Lauderdale, Team Rigala, Southern Masters Swimmers, New Albany Aquatics, New England Masters, North Carolina Masters, New York Athletic Club, Oregon Masters, Rock R Racing, Austin Swim Club, Club Tribe, Illinois, Georgia, Minnesota Masters, and MOVY Masters. Your relay cards are available for pickup in the admin room. Once again, all those teams, your relay cards are available for pickup in the admin room.
Just as a point of clarification, relay cards can be picked up at the registration table just inside the complex gates. As Heat 3 finishes, Lane 8, Stephen Lindbergh, with a time of 15 minutes, .02.39. Good swim, gentlemen. Next up is Heat 5. Bob Seagraves. We have Heat 5 in the water in the odd end. In lane 1, a good friend of mine, former coach Don Walker from Team Walker. In lane 2, Michael O'Donohue from Excel Swimming. Also from Excel Swimming in 3 is John Rittenhouse. Mike Keck from the Olympic Club is in 4. Bob Seagraves should be in lane 5, but we don't see him. In lane 6, Anthony Gallardo, Team Walker. In 7, Paul Sutter, New Albany Aquatic Club. In lane 8, Jim Clemens, Sawtooth Masters. 9 is Alex Handon, New England Masters. And in 10, James Lavery from Arizona Masters. This is Heat 5 in the odd pool.
Taking first over there for heat number 4 with a time of 11:43:35, swimming unattached, Adrian Lim.
Swimmers, we already know that for heat 7, 6, and 7, we're going to need a couple of counters, one for lane 8 in heat 6. That's down on the even pool. And on heat 7, we're going to need one in lane 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in need of some relief timers on the even side. Lanes 1 and 3 are looking for some timers. If you'd be interested, come on down and help us out. Taking a dive in on the even side is going to be heat number 6 in lane 1. Tom Phipps from Oregon Masters. In lane 2, Keith Vanderlashart from Wisconsin. Lane 3, Hubie Kearns from Swim Fort Lauderdale. In lane 4, Robert Frappa from Puget Sound. In lane 6, Larry Crosher from Spokane Club Masters. In lane 7, Peter Gudani from Walnut Creek Masters. In lane 8, Michael Moreland from Genesee Valley. Lane 9, Kerry Sievert from Cowtown. And in lane 10, Brad Harmon from Lone Star Masters.
In the odd pool, finishing first in lane 7 is Paul Sutter from New Albany Aquatics with a time of 12:38.14. For heat 7 in the odd pool, next heat, we're going to need a counter for lane 4. Someone help us out? Okay. Okay, thank you.
Our officials stepping up to the plate.
Come on, Don Walker.
Attention swimmers, if you are missing your phone, I may have it. We got a phone turned in here to the announcer's table, so if you're missing your phone, please swing by the announcer's table and we'll see if it is yours. Starting on the odd side is heat number 7, swimming in lane 1, Joseph Bickle from Rocky Mountain. Lane 2, William Taylor from Palm Beach. Lane 3, Brad Von Rieden from Lone Star. Lane 4, Peter Hollett from North Carolina. Lane 5, Joseph Lazikis from Oahu. Lane 6, Matthew Yoff from Connecticut. Lane 7, David Vaughn from Virginia Masters. Lane 8, Dean Focus from Wisconsin. Lane 9, Kurt Kelling from Mount Carmel. And in lane 10, John Apker from Common Ground.
Coaches, if you have not picked up your relay cards for today's relays, you need to get after that. Go outside to the registration table, pick up your relay cards so that you're prepared when that event starts. We also need some help with relief timers in 1 and 3, lanes 1 and 3 on the north end pool, the even pool. Lanes 1 and 3, please. Step up, help out. Lanes 1 and 3 in the even pool need a relief timer.
Very, very close race there on the even side with .04 difference between first and second, but taking the first place with a time of 12:18.93, representing the Wisconsin Masters, Keith Vander Larschut. Taking a look over at heat number 8 in lane 1, Andrew Burnbrick from New Albany. Lane 2, Norman Skorg from Oahu Club Masters. Lane 3, Stephen Kiernan from the Southern Masters. Lane 4, Charlie Matthews from Rose Bowl. Lane 5, Ed Coates from Longhorn Aquatics. Lane 6, David Granahis from New Albany. Lane 7, Ricardo Ramirez from Longhorn Aquatics. Lane 8, Jim Brandon from Wisconsin Masters. Lane 9, Justin Rosen from Southern Masters. And in lane 10, Patrick Kelly from New Mexico Masters.
Getting ready for the bell lap here in the odd pool. And from Connecticut Masters, swimming in lane 6 with a time of 12:06.15, Matthew Yoffe.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're in need of a relief timer for lane 9 on the even side. Once again, in need of a relief timer for lane 9 on the even side.
All right, we're ready for Heat 9 in the odd pool. Heat 9. We're looking for a relief timer in lane 9 down on the even pool. Somebody please step up and help us. Lane 9 on the even pool. In the water for Heat 9 in lane 1 is Matt Miller, swims for Oregon Masters. Hall Squires from Southern Masters is in 2. In lane 4, Luke Kliman from UC 17. In lane 5, Mike Wise from Rocky Mountain. Chris Burnbridge is from New Albany, and he's in 6. Also from New Albany in 7 is Jim Callahan. In 8, Jimmy Hong, Longhorn Aquatics. 9, Joseph Gardner, also from Longhorn. And from Club Tribe in lane 10, Michael Tingstrom.
And then for the coaches, the teams that still need to pick up their relay cards is Austin Swim Club, Georgia Masters, MOVY Masters, New England Masters Swim Club, Rocker Racing, Southern Masters Swimmers, Swim Fort Lauderdale, and Team Rigdala. Stop on by registration, pick up your relay cards for tomorrow's relays. Today's relays.
Swimmers, don't forget to stay hydrated. Starting to warm up around here. After these long swims, make sure that you get hydrated. Stop by the Infinite Nutrition booth. You get a good blend of low sugar sports drink alternative. It's made with all natural ingredients and it's created by swimmers for swimmers. Stop by their booth, get a sample, and stay hydrated.
Also, while you're over there, be sure to stop by the USA Swimming Foundation because they are the philanthropic arm of US Masters Swimming. It has a mission to save lives, build champions, and impact communities with the goal of creating generational impact, providing swim lessons to people of all ages. To learn more, visit usaswimming.org/foundation. Still looking for coaches from Austin Swim Club, Georgia Masters, New England Masters, Rock R Racing, Southern Masters to pick up your relay cards at the registration table. Once again, Austin Swim Club, Georgia Masters, New England Masters, and Rock R Racing. Your relay cards are available at the registration table.
Finishing first in the Heat 8 is Charlie Matthews. Swims for Rose Bowl with a time of 11:29.97. Congratulations. In Heat 10, we're going to need a counter in lane 2, please. We get somebody to help out. Go over to lane 2.
Speaking of heat number 10, they're currently in the water. And swimming in lane 1, Casey McQueston from the University of Rhode Island. Lane 2, Carl Kanapke from Riverside Aquatics. Lane 3, Calvin Shilnick from Little Rock Masters. Lane 4, Chad Duro from Rose Bowl Masters. Lane 5, Jonathan Matthews from Oregon Masters. Lane 6, Daniel Wandafru from Nautical Milers. Lane 7, Kyle Deary from Sarasota Sharks. Lane 8, Michael Collins from Nova Aquatics. Lane 9, Scott Nimke from Minnesota Masters. And in lane 10, Taras Polkoff from Beaver Swim Club.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Did they say what bathroom this was found in or no?
Men's.
And I don't think this is right. Attention athletes, Mick Tesluk, if you are in the facility, could you come to the announcer's table, please? Mick Tesluk, if you are in the facility, could you come to the announcer's table, please? The only thing is that says it's a woman.
Again, another call for relief timers in the even pool, lanes 3 and 5. Come help us out, lane 3 and 5 in the even pool underneath the scoreboard. Thank you. Al Squires from Southern Masters wins heat number 9 with a time of 11:05:21. Substantial drop in time. Nice swim.